friends, it's Reagan and welcome to the start of another reading vlog. So this reading vlog is extra special, you know, say that every time, but I mean it because we are going full epic fantasy on this vlog. But both of the books I am going to be reading this vlog are going to be what I imagine lifelong favorites. Both of them are very long, both of them are very epic. So without further ado, let's go ahead and chat about this video's TBR. First featuring Matilda and her two toys. Whoop. But this is what I'm reading. So first and foremost, we have Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. Thank you guys in my last video letting me know that you weren't bored of this book yet in terms of me talking about it. I'm gonna try to, I don't think I'll be able to finish it over the course of this vlog, but get almost finished with it. I'm currently on page 650, if I want to say 1,150. So I'm definitely in the home stretch. This book is wild. I feel like this is definitely really fast-paced, banter, character led. It's also getting just very, very intense and I'm just loving it so much. So I definitely want to read quite a bit this vlog. And then from there, I also want to start The Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb, which is the first book to the 20-man trilogy, the third trilogy within Robin Hobb's world. Obviously, I love Robin Hobb. I read two of her trilogies last year and they were absolute favorites of mine. I'm really excited to pick this up because one, we followed two well-known and beloved characters, Fool and Fitz, from the first trilogy, but I hear such good things about this and so many people say this is actually their favorite, which definitely intrigues me, especially because while I loved the Assassin's Apprentice trilogy, I felt the first 1.5 books were definitely weaker compared to Robin Hobb's other work. So I don't know, I'm just looking forward to encountering this world. Also, I feel like I have to say it, between Wit and the Fool, I'm looking to have a good insulting time. I've realized that both of these series utilize that type of all-knowing bard, I'm gonna make fun of everyone in this book character so well, and creates the funniest of situations. Particularly the Fool within Robin Hobb's world, I would die for. I love them so much. But yeah, these are the two books I want to read for this vlog. Check all those pages out. It's a fantasy off, you know what I mean? But anywho, I am just about finished up with work, which is exciting. I'm planning on reading more of Words of Radiance tonight, particularly for the fans who have read this already. I really am just trying to get to the chasm scene tonight. I spoke about this in my last vlog, but I will say I definitely feel like I've been enjoying Words of Radiance even more than Way of Kings. It's really because it's featuring two of my favorite characters, Kaladin and Shallan. I love them separately, I love them together, and then just there's a lot more dramatic moments between characters, and there's also a bit of levity too, and camaraderie, but also like fun banter back and forth that kind of provides a more like 360 experience and makes you fall in love with the characters. But yeah, I'm trying to get to the chasm scene tonight, and so we'll see if I'm able to get there, but I'm loving Words of Radiance so much, and I'm also just loving the magic of this world, which I'll go into a little more detail a bit later, as I know the Way of Kings and Words of Radiance series is so big, it's kind of like hard to describe in detail because there's just a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, I am really looking forward to both of these books. All-time fave, all-time author faves. Whew, they're so heavy, but this is the plan. We'll see how far I'm able to get on both of these over the next few days. My two people joined me to hang out, though I'm not sure if that's what you should be eating clementines on, Clay.
Yeah, this is made for eating apples.
Oh God. All right, I'm going to sit down and actually do a lot more reading tonight, particularly for Words of Radiance, because as I keep rambling on about, and feels like all of my videos, I'm just in love with it. But I'm gonna take a quick shower first, do a face mask, do a little bit of self-care, self-care. So that is the plan. I have my 1975 playlist going on. I also got some flowers today. Also a bit of self-care. Aren't those nice? But yeah, anyway, I feel like I'm absolutely rambling, so I apologize. But that's what's going on. Hi everyone. Mask on lock. Hair thingy on lock. And watch, let's see what Matilda's up to. Oh, is it perhaps dinner time? I think perhaps. Hi, so while this mask seeps into my dry skin, I thought I'd take a minute to give a very truncated summary of Words of Radiance and Way of Kings, just some context for what I'm talking about here. Obviously, I know a lot of you guys are familiar with this and I have featured it a lot, but just in case, I'm gonna give what I hope is a very brief overview. So, Way of Kings, epic fantasy story written by Brandon Sanderson. It opens on the theater of war. We follow a variety of perspectives in and around an armed conflict that has been going on for about a generation between the Athleki, and the Proshendi. It's a war of revenge that's been going on for about a generation. Outside of this, what has been hinted at, what has been alluded at throughout the first two books, that there's actually been generations upon generations, thousands upon thousands of years of like world-ending conflict, and this particular evil force might be on its way back. On top of this war between two people, this possible world-ending evil that has come is also internal strife and politics among the Athleki and the war camps, and kind of squabbling between all the high princes, and all of our main characters kind of find themselves moving in and around all of that. Obviously, the politics in the world within these first two books are very large. There's lots of big questions that we're looking to be answered. We also get a lot of great character work, and each book kind of hyper focuses on one specific character, giving us present but also their past as context. The first one we follow Kaladin, the very grumpy bridge man. And the second one we have Shallan's backstory, which I am just loving so much, and it's definitely one of the reasons why I love Words of Radiance so much. I will say the first one's all about kind of setting up the pieces and is really satisfying and kind of makes you begin to ponder and question these larger looming plot points. But what Brandon Sanderson does so well within the first one, especially in the second one, is some of the plot elements begin to get tied up, but it's really just kind of opening one door to another door that makes you realize the problem was actually so much larger than you could have even imagined. Also, what I'm loving within the second one, outside of the character spotlights of kind of focusing on some of my favorite characters, there is some really intense satisfaction of kind of characters being confronting not only each other, but some of their larger conflicts or obstacles from their past, which makes it really dramatic. Not to mention the internal conflict among the Athleki is really heating up, and there's just like so many different interesting things going on, and the character banter and all of it is just chef's kiss, so good. So hopefully that is a bit of an overview of Way of Kings going into Words of Radiance. I'm loving Words of Radiance. I feel like even more than the Way of Kings. And I can't wait for the chasm scene. Brandon Sanderson has just done so much world building in this. It's not just the characters or the government or the lands, like the landscape, the creatures, the magic system, like everything was thought out and is involved within this book. There's like illustrations. It's just like a fully immersive experience, you know? But anyway, I am going to read more of this now. I love it, okay? I love it. Hi friends, I've officially read 50 pages and completed part 3 of Words of Radiance. Here's the thing with Brandon Sanderson. He's just so good. Like, yeah, his books are like 1,000 pages long, but he gets you because he just has like mini cliffhangers throughout the entirety of the book where you're just like, what? All of the time. So you just can't put the books down, you know? So yeah, I've already read 50 pages, but I'm actually going to make dinner now. I'm actually really excited about dinner tonight. It's this Szechuan peppercorn beef and noodles, which I think is gonna be really good. So I'm gonna quickly whip this up now, and then I will probably read more later, but Clay isn't working late tonight, so we're gonna watch Attack on Titan. We're almost done with season 1, which, goodness, between Words of Radiance and Attack on Titan, the intensity in my life right now, very high. All right, so dinner is so easy. I have so much chopped garlic, but it's just sauce, garlic. I'm gonna brown some meat, and then I am steaming some broccoli, cook the noodles, and then it's really just about combining. It's gonna be so fast and so tasty, I have a feeling. And voila, looks delish. This is not Attack on Titan. It's March Comes In Like a Lion. And it's incredible. It's like a slice of life shogi anime, but it's so much more than that. Clay and I really love it. We've already watched like 10 episodes, I think.
Opening scene slaps.
Oh my god, the song, it's so good. But it's like emotional and just so thoughtful, and the art style is beautiful. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
March Like a Lion again.
Ice Cream and Attack on Titan. We have 2 episodes left of season 1. It is so unbelievably wild and violent and anxiety inducing. All the
It's an
above.
anxiety attack
In a show.
in a show.
Wait, what is it? Attack on Titan? Anxiety attack on Titan.
The delivery of that was terrible.
All right, friends. Matilda and I are gonna go do some reading and then go to sleep, but wish me luck. I'm gonna try to read like 75 pages, but we shall see. Proud of myself because I woke up early to film. Matilda kept me company over here, my little sunshine queen, but I'm finished now and I can finally get a cup of coffee. Hello friends, I wanted to quickly show off what I have since changed into because it's going to be 60 degrees today. So I was able to throw on one of my, you know, oversized prairie girl dresses, which is how I just prefer to live my life at all times. But I've had a bit of a hectic morning, which is why I haven't checked in, but I'm going to cut myself up some fruit and we're going to sit down and talk about magic for a second. Hi, I'm realizing that this is a perfect opportunity to multitask, not like this though. I'm gonna cut up some fruit, but I'm also gonna talk to you guys about the beauty of Brandon Sanderson's magic system that exists within the Way of Kings. Let's hope I don't cause myself any bodily harm. All right, creating this angle is actually tricky, so we'll see if I ever do this again. But so Way of Kings magic system is amazing because one, half the fun is just figuring out what the heck is going on because the magic is kind of revisiting the world for the first time. So it's a mystery to everyone, even who has the magic. So that's part one, that's so cool. So part of it is just the mystery of it all. Part two is that the magic is not just a singular thing. It's expansive, there's different versions of it, there's different versions, there's different iterations. It's almost like a custom magic experience depending on the character and the personality that you're around. So it's not one note. Then three, just the pure creativity. It's unique and specific to Brandon Sanderson. All of Brandon Sanderson's like magic systems, in my opinion, are, I don't know, just like not something like standard or basic. And don't get me wrong, I love all types of magic, but Brandon Sanderson's always feel really special. And while I can't speak on the specifics of the magic, because I feel like part of the fun is kind of discovering it for yourself, but I will say there's like something there for everyone. Like if you like fighting magic, congratulations. If you like stealthy magic, congratulations. If you like weird magic, congratulations. Something there for everyone. And the characters, and as they kind of discover their powers, it's amazing. So anyway, thus concludes my very nonsensical lecture on why I love the magic and Way of Kings so much, which in reality is just me being incredibly vague because I don't want to spoil anything about the magic and Way of Kings, but it's just so clever, all right? Just read it, please. Cooking my specialty lunch today, which is a chicken finger salad, but it's, you know, just a salad with olive oil, lemon, and feta, and I put chicken fingers on it. It's delicious. I mean, chicken fingers make everything good, so that's kind of, it tricks me into eating salads basically. All right, now it's time to eat, do some reading. Hi friends, I'm gonna go run to the store really fast to pick up some Spam for dinner. So I'm in errand outfits, and yes, I got shoes with Velcro and I'm really into them. You're free to make fun of me, it's fine, but I think they're cool. But it's like 60 degrees outside, so I'm about to double mask up and have a nice little walk, you know, to go get Spam. It's an errand that I've just transformed into an activity, which is just a walk. We're a year in, guys. Target acquired, plus some extras. I could not resist. In fact, I'm going to eat one right now. So, bon appetit. Hello world, it is a bit later in the evening. I have not done a reading check-in, which is why I'm here. And in fact, it's like a bit after 7, maybe like 7:30, I don't even know what time it is. And honestly, all I've been doing is reading. And I've realized I haven't really given you like updated thoughts and feelings for the Words of Radiance since last night, but basically between last night during at lunch reading and then after work reading, I have collectively read 300 pages of Words of Radiance, and I have just passed the 900 page mark. Truly, I have been reading like a storm. Just call me Reagan Stormblessed. No, but actually, this book has been wild. Just like since the 650 page mark, it's been like nonstop. Like it's just one thing after another, after another, after another. It's just this feeling of dominoes falling, and the dominoes also progressively get bigger and bigger as it goes along. It's just overwhelming, but also you can't put it down because you just have to know what happens next. Obviously, I also wanted to mention I have read The Chasm Scene again. It's just as incredible as I remember, and it just like that type of scene, not only in its intensity and like the plot of this world is just ginormous, but Brandon Sanderson also just hits you with all this character work. Just you want to jump in, put your life at risk, and give people hugs, because you just like everyone is so broken at the same time and so hard on themselves because they're all just trying to be great because they have to be given the circumstances of what's going on, and you're just like, it's amazing. But that also means I've already read 300 pages for this vlog, and I stan Words of Radiance so much. I mean, I just have only positive things to say. It's just been truly next level rereading experience. I love it here. So there's that. That being said though, I am officially pivoting books to The Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb because I have to feature 2 books in this vlog. I would say I'm just gonna try to read as much of this as possible. It'd be great if I, obviously I want to read at least 200 pages over the next 2 days, starting tonight through tomorrow. But if I read more, then I read more. This I feel like is going to be an interesting change of pace from Way of Kings. Granted, I don't know as I haven't started this yet, but the Ship of Magic series was this huge world, and I feel like this is going to go back to being kind of 2 central characters, which we kind of got in the Assassin's Apprentice series. More character focus, a little more slow plotting, but I have a feeling I'm going to love it so much. I'm curious to definitely read this. It's funny, I can't help but make parallels to characters. So if you are a fan of Brandon Sanderson and you haven't read Robin Hobb, Fitz kind of gives you Kaladin vibes, and then there's the Fool, which kind of gives you Wit vibes. But the Fool, in my opinion, is one of the greatest characters of all time within the Robin Hobb world and series, and I honestly would die for that character. Just, they're the best. But yeah, I'm looking forward to all the emotions. I feel like this is gonna make me emo, so we shall see. The fantasy reading continues. All right, taking a break from Kaladin and Shalon, I think is how you actually say her name, because I'm going to make my promised dinner of Spam with a fried egg. It's gonna be so good. I'm making rice. This is my favorite go-to comfort meal. Delicious, always the best. Anyway, I gotta put the Spam on now. Jamming out to a song called Alien Boyfriend. It's catchy. Cooking my Spam. Matilda is here. Kind of prepping as I go. The eggs are out. I'm gonna be fancy and top with sesame seeds, because why not? It's an extravaganza. Why, hello. You look beautiful. Time to watch K-dramas. Watching Itaewon Class with Monica. And the show, this chaotic end. There's a lot here. It's very entertaining so far. All right, K-drama consumption is over. It's always so fun to watch things with Monica. Just a nice virtual bond, a little virtual hangout session. But now I am going to start The Fool's Errand and be emotionally destroyed by this is like the general plan, kind of what I'm, anticipating. But my hope is to read at least 50 pages of this tonight, just get kind of a good start, get my feet in the world, and then with that, I'll have read 350 pages so far for this vlog, and seeing as how it's only Tuesday, that is a lot for me during the week, so I'm really pleased. Obviously, Words of Radiance is just so strong. I don't want to put it down. So that definitely helped propel me to read quite a few pages. So I'm actually, can I do it? Crack, over 600 pages for this vlog? TBD. But for now, I'm going to start The Fool's Errand, which I am so looking forward to. So we're switching books. Hello everyone, good morning. I'm taking some time to do my planner. This is so satisfying, wait. I am not a bullet journaler, but I have recently gotten into planning. I find it very satisfying to write down my daily to-do list, and I love stickers, what can I say? So I'm gonna sit down and do my to-do list for the day. I have, as you saw, my plain Eggo waffle, which I don't know, there's something about Ever since childhood, plain Eggo waffles are the best. And then obviously, coffee. So let's do some to-do listing, shall we? Hi everyone, I have put pants on. I basically just turned my pajamas into my outfit for today, but I wanted to quickly take a second and talk about The Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb, because I was able to read 50 pages of this last night. And you know when you just start a book and you're like, ah, this is gonna destroy me? That is exactly the vibe I got when I picked up this. I was like, this is going to be emotional. I can already tell. Back in Robin Hobb's world. Writing, her characters and her settings have this sort of quiet pain to them that kind of just persists through time, but it's just also so excellent. And if you're familiar with Fitz, and if you've read the Assassin's Apprentice series, you know that within that you follow him from a young boy to early adulthood, and you basically see every trial, tribulation, heartbreak, just trauma, to be honest, of his journey throughout that entire trilogy, of him and a lot of characters around him. Just so many scars, so much pain, so much weight put on one young man's shoulders, and a lot of that aftermath continues to persist at the beginning of this book. The book opens in his 30s. You can kind of see those old wounds continue to exist, and it just makes you so scared. Like, you just want to protect Fitz, you just want to run up and give him a hug, but you just don't know like what choices are going to heal him or what choices are just going to continue to let these wounds fester. That being said, I am looking forward to hopefully a relatively, I'm sure it won't be a walk in the park. I'm sure my heart is gonna be broken all of the time, but I'm really rooting for Fitz in this series, and I just know it's going to be an incredible story of perseverance and emotion and just like humanity. There's something about Robin Hobb's ability to just write characters that are so dynamic that just like live with you. Like, not just Fitz. Every single character I've encountered throughout Robin Hobb's worlds and The Live Ship Trader and The Assassin's Apprentice, they've all just felt so real, and nothing is easy, and it's just but I'm looking forward to this because obviously I love Fitz, but I love the Fool, as I've mentioned numerous times. They are just honestly one of the most interesting characters within Robin Hobb's world, and I always love that they're just kind of always around in a way. But yeah, I already can tell I'm gonna love this book. I can already tell this book is going to destroy me. I'm looking forward to starting this journey nonetheless, but I just wanted to let you know 50 pages have been read, and I already teared up. Sometimes you're just blessed with a beautiful avocado. And yes, I'm making avocado toast for lunch. It's delicious, so, you know, it's happening. Oh, so millennial. Enjoying this beautiful spring weather. All right, Clay and I are watching the season finale of Attack on Titan. I have been terrible at vlogging this evening. Really, Clay and I just got takeout burgers and then ate them really quickly, and now we're watching anime. Didn't really miss much, but I am really looking forward to this. The last 24 episodes have been fantastic, very anxiety inducing, and I'm very curious to see how the show continues to evolve. But we're watching now. I apologize for completely dropping the ball on vlogging this Wednesday evening. It's just one of those days where they got away from me, but now I think I'm going to watch a K-drama. I'm in the middle of like 5 different dramas, and yet the chaotic energy is like, should we start a new one? So I'm not sure what I'm going to watch. I feel like I'm gonna push myself to watch Romance is a Bonus Book, because I'm already like 6 episodes into that, so might as well continue. But we'll see. Sorry, I'm pulling up my remote. But that's the plan, and then I am gonna read more of A Fool's Errand. I haven't read as much today as I would like. I've only read about 50 pages. I didn't have an opportunity to read during the day, but I do plan to read for a good hour and a half this evening to get over the 100-page mark, and then I'll have read over 400 pages. And tomorrow I have a lot of weight on tomorrow. I feel like I'm gonna be able to read a lot, so we'll see. I'm still striving towards that 600-page mark. Maybe I'll fail, who knows, but we're gonna try our best. All right, it is officially time to read. I actually downloaded the ebook from Libby and I'm gonna switch over to my e-reader. I love these editions, but I don't want to crack the spines because I just think they're really special. Usually I don't mind so much, but with these I do care, and so because of that, they're kind of hard to read because they're really stiff. So it ends up hurting my wrist after a while, particularly the really long ones, like the Ship of Magic series. So I just rent the books from the library and read them on my e-reader, which is a lot more comfortable. I also find I read fantasy books a lot quicker on e-reader. I'm curious if anyone else feels that way, but sorry, now I'm distracted. But I have it loaded up. Reading time. Good morning, everyone. Oh, it's still brewing. Chaotic energy on this Thursday. Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful spring day. What an exciting time. I love this guy. I bought it last year, but I'm just so happy the sun's out and it's getting warm outside. I also pinned my bangs back because I just couldn't be bothered with them today. But yeah, happy Thursday. We're back with another grade A chicken finger salad for lunch. Sometimes life is about getting afternoon pastries. Beautiful. Hi friends, I am back with another coffee break, a bookish coffee break, to talk about my feelings, because I have a lot of them for The Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb. So last night I was able to read to page 250, and I've since read an additional 70 pages, and I'm on page 220, and just like, this book is already burrowed inside of my soul. What, so much to say, and yet I don't have the words for it. One, I just really love how Robin Hobb kind of reintroduces us into Fitz's world, into Fitz's story. It really reminds me a bit of how she approached the Assassin's Quest, this sort of quiet opening of this isolation really of Fitz, kind of going about his life and his business, confronting his own thoughts and feelings, and we kind of are catching up with him in a way. We haven't really been with him in a long while. Many years have passed since the events that happened in the Assassin's trilogy, and Fitz has changed in a lot of ways, and he's also the same in a lot of ways. So we as the reader are just kind of getting reintroduced with him, and it's such a quiet, beautiful, and just like personal and intimate reintroduction to Fitz in his life that just like reminds you of everything, all the heartbreak, all the love, or all the loss, and all of the connection you felt with Fitz and these characters within the Assassin's trilogy. And just like the careful and thoughtful plotting as Robin Hobb not only creates this new setting, but also just provides us the context for the beginning of this new trilogy is just beautiful. It's not like there's action right off the bat. It's so much character work and quiet character moments between Fitz and other individuals, and it's just like, it's just beautiful. Like, this is like literary fantasy. Like, there's been so little like dramatic plot twists in the first 200 pages of this book, but I cannot put it down. It's just a masterful character study, at least in the beginning. Don't get me wrong, there's a quest and a journey that's going to be happening throughout this book and through the rest of the trilogy with two of our favorite characters, Fitz and the Fool. But in the beginning, it was just this thoughtful, beautiful, just reintroduction to a world we love and a character we love, and just put me in my feels. I'm not gonna lie, just put me right in my feels, and I'm like, Robin Hobb, how are you so good? Just like, Robin Hobb, how are you so good at making characters? Will I ever be free? The answer is no, probably not. That being said, outside of the character introductions, reintroductions, there have been some hints of like the political circumstances and the kingdom where Fitz lives. And obviously a lot of things happened within the Assassin's Apprentice series, the Farseer trilogy, and a lot of political occurrences have kind of resulted because of that. One aspect that has stayed consistent, and if anything has become exacerbated between the first trilogy and this trilogy, is the magic and the sentiment around magic. In this world, there are kind of like two different types of magic. Like in the geographical location in which Fitz lives, there's something called the skill, which is a really rare form of magic. It kind of allows you to kind of touch people's minds, communicate over long distances, and kind of read minds. Again, it's very, very rare. And being trained in skill is also very rare. Like, people kind of really hoard that information. And there's also something called the wit, which is animal magic. And this allows you to kind of connect with animals and nature around you. This magic is looked not just down upon, like you can be executed in your village if you are assumed that you have wit. And the kind of the mistrust towards users of wit has again been kind of exacerbated from the first trilogy to now this trilogy, and I feel like that's going to be a big part of it. For context, Fitz, and this is not a spoiler, it's present within the first book of the Farseer trilogy, is both a skill user and a wit user. So the sort of legacy of magic that was present within the Farseer trilogy is definitely going to continue into this one as well, and definitely going to be, I feel like, a backbone to Fitz's personal journey, literal journey, and political journey that we are going to experience. But just all ramble to say, I love this book so far, and I love Fitz, and I love everyone. Robin Hobb, why do you just like to laugh in my face and make me cry? Why? But I do plan to read more of this tonight. I'm wrapping up work soonish. I definitely think I'll be able to read 300 pages and therefore read 600 epic fantasy pages for this vlog. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update. Again, I did not drink any coffee at all, but I thought about it. And just let you know my thoughts and feelings. Hi friends, so I finished up work and I'm making a dinner, which I'm really excited about. I'm making a creamy pesto fettuccine pasta with sun-dried, roasted red peppers and zucchini. I think this will be really quick to make, which is exactly what I want, so I can watch more K-dramas. And I'm also starving, and pasta is it. So I'm going to start prepping these ingredients now. So let's get cooking. Yum, yum, yum. Almost done, and then we can watch anime, and I'm very excited about it. And it's done. All right, we're officially on season 2 of Attack on Titan, and this show just like doesn't stop.
It just runs and it runs and it runs.
Like a Titan. I mean, just the pacing of the show is just...
It's intense.
It's intense the whole time. I mean, like, the first episode of season 2 is just like, reveal, and you're just like, I don't even know where to look anymore.
They're revealing, but they're bringing up more questions.
I know, like, I have
every
so...
question answered, there's two more questions to
I
pop out.
have so many questions. I have so many questions. Wow, but we're gonna keep watching. Alrighty, moving on from the anxiety that is Attack on Titan to the emotional distress that is The Fool's Errand. So, just going from one right to the other. Let's get reading. Hi friends, and welcome to the end of the vlog. The next day, let's quickly wrap up these 2 books I read. What 4 days of pain I experienced. Both these books have destroyed me in different ways, and honestly I loved every second of it. So obviously I read 300 pages of Words of Radiance. I am very close to finishing this book. This will be the last vlog this book is featured in, because friends are moving on to Oathbringer, but what a joy. I can't wait to read the last little bit of this I have left. It has been exceptional. 5 out of 5 stars. My favorite, I think, of the series, if I'm remembering how I feel about Oathbringer, but we'll see when I get to Oathbringer, but I love it here. And then I also started The Fool's Errand. Book 1 to the 20-man trilogy. And I still don't think I'm ready for this, but I was able to read 300 pages of this, so I did read over 600 pages to be exact, but to be back in Robin Hobb's world, I just like, it's just so good, and I can't wait for this journey. It's definitely a lot more intimate and insular, as I've been kind of saying, which I was kind of expecting going into it. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this quest unfolds, and I'm really thrilled to be back with Fitz and the Fool. So overall for this vlog, I was able to read, as I said, over 600 pages, which I'm really excited about. Both of these books are absolute favorites of mine, so it was really fun to be able to read both of them and chat to you about both of them for this vlog. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon with another one soon. Goodbye!